Welcome to the Northeast, everybody, as we get a look at Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Set for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Gillette. To return this, Marcus Jones. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Throwing deep right away. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Third and 2, Williams. He's brought in by Burton. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Off the play fake, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. It's a small gain up to the 38. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. And a shotgun to give to Swift. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd down, here's Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. Couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He's got the punt. Well into the end zone. He's going to bring this out. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. With Travion Henderson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That run right there, that kind of feels like you missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And they don't get much out of this pass. He He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Oh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. One in behind center with Swift. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kyle Duggar hauling him down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Short side option here. He's running left. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Scope the ball himself for a big run.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears slice the lead down to a couple.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Like they flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. And there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action, the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Williams and the Bears getting set to try for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's caught. And he runs this in. That's going to knock this game up at 8 apiece. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
1st down, May. Hit it out right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And off headed left, Henderson. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. May. Escapes the pocket. That one's complete, right side. He's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On the gun, it's May. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
May now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, here's May. Flushed out of the pocket. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
They give it to the back of his own lead. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. What is going on? Sending the tight end in motion left. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Swift gets it, going left. And he gets it forward to see about a yard out of that. Hauled down by Christian Izien.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time then. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Williams throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he reaches the 35 before going out. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
First down. Here's Swift. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. And it's the Bears looking at 1st and 10. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Williams to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And he's going to score. It's a pick six for New England. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. After the pick, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. First down, Williams. Vacates quickly left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. And no look in. That throw falls to the ground. That throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
And they'll throw 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Here's Williams again. Throws caught. And they make the tackle at the 38. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. First down throw by Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Williams. And the man is there to knock that away. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams to throw on first. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Off the play fake, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves a first and goal. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Again, it's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Bears cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Robinson with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Williams on first down. That's more of the catch out left. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down. Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Williams. Big man showing up the yards. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
First down. A 41-yard gain. And the Bears
They're on the counter with Swift. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Swift gets it again on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
To the air on third and long. To the middle, not snared by Burden. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. A tight end in motion now. Staying grounded with Swift. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he'll score! Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Robinson with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrapping it.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
38-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run now with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. Now an inside give to Johnson. They'll cobble together a yard there. Christian Barmore with the play.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
They set up the screen here to Swift. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Bears.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Patriots 26.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Woodson. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, we've got to figure out what they want to do on 4th and goal. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bears 22.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he made his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Running back, motioning right. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Williams to throw on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Motion man sent left. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Operating from the gun. Here's May. It's complete. Kyle Williams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Buying some time right. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster done on Broadway. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Colston Loveland. And it sets up 2nd down. Third and man in motion right. Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. To throw, Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He has his man, caught by Odunze. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He has it. And he reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
He's back to throw. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England first down. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Henderson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
He beams one deep right side. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
This one's caught. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Completed over the middle. And And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose! Scooped up by the Patriots! There he goes, right sideline! And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's the backup. First throw. Forced out to his right. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Spike stops the clock with 50 seconds to go. Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Now motion him out of the backfield. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Catch is made in close. And he has the New England touchdown. The Patriots making a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I will. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And we got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Return starts at the 3. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. First call here coming from the shotgun. Zappi setting to throw. Setting up the screen. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Let's go.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So this is a win for the Patriots. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.